Hi friends, I'm Jeanette Connery, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to safely do yoga when you have a spinal injury. So this includes disc injuries such as herniations and bulges and stenosis. Lots of doctors will often recommend yoga for back pain, but it's important if you have these conditions to know specifically what is contraindicated for your condition. So let's jump right into it. When you have a disc injury, that's a bulge or a herniation, you really need to not round the part of your spine that is injured, rounding backwards. So what I mean is slouching type position like this, or if your bulge or herniation is in the neck, this type of movement might not be something you would want to do. So to avoid that kind of thing in a yoga class, you need to pay very close attention, A, to what you're doing with your body, and B, to the type of movement that you're being instructed to do. Forward bends are specifically what I'm talking about. In forward bends, it can be hard to keep the back straight, especially in the very deep ones, like deep seated forward bends. For example, this is a seated forward bend where the back rounds. Now, even very mobile people will have a hard time going all the way down without rounding their back. So it's best to avoid this kind of a movement altogether. Standing forward bends are easier because you can bend your knees. When you bend your knees, your back has a lot more options. You can get deeper into the pose, you can stretch the backs of your legs, which is beneficial for back injuries, but while keeping the back straight. So another movement you should avoid for the part of your spine that is injured is twisting. Now twisting is good for you, twisting your spine, we call it rotation, but when you have an injury like stenosis or a bulging or herniated disc, twisting that specific part of the spine becomes dangerous. It puts additional strain on the structures that are already irritated and they already have enough pressure on them. So you can learn to twist the parts of your spine that are not injured, and to help you do that, I have created a video about a side-lying twist that's safe to do if you have a lumbar disc injury or stenosis. So something that you do want to do if you have these injuries is lengthen your spine. You want to strengthen and lengthen. So anything that lengthens you, keeps you straight and long, like sitting tall, just like this, is an exercise that's going to strengthen your spine and improve stability. If you have stenosis, another thing to look out for is lateral bending. Sometimes lateral bending is okay when you have stenosis, but sometimes it's not. It depends on where your stenosis is. So if you have lateral foraminal stenosis, and that means the nerves that are leaving your spine going out to the sides have been impinged upon by the bones, then you want to know what side that's happening on, not to bend onto that side. Sometimes it happens on both sides, so you just don't. But again, lengthening is really beneficial for that, and it can open up some space for your nerves. Side bending may be okay if you have central canal stenosis, depending. Always let your symptoms be your guide. If you do anything in a yoga class or any other time of day, and it causes your sensation or your symptoms to increase, absolutely don't do that. For more information and more detail and tools on how to recover from back injuries, check out my website, JeanetteConnery.com. Please be sure to share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for lots of information to come about how to be well using yoga therapy. Thank you.